gentlemen, welcome back to the channel here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm with the one and only. What do you want me to call you by? Do you want to go as Sky? You want to go as Ruby? What is?
Let's go by Sky. You know, that is the
Alright,
real name. You know, makes
that
people
is
more
true.
out of comfort.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Mr. Sky, I guess we'll start off with something. How's your day been so far?
It's
I know
been
that
really
it's been
good, man.
hectic.
You know, I've been getting a
hmm
rest. I had a good Ring of Honor show. Pretty much just resting up. You know, I haven't been wrestling much, but
Absolutely.
running it behind the scenes, really fun. What about you? How's your day been?
It's been good. Just very hectic. Doing 3 shows back to back to back. But
Oof,
besides
yeah,
that, it's going well. It's going well.
that's good.
And speaking about Ring of Honor, before we get into the questions that I have from the Discord, I want to talk to you about that. Ring of Honor, basically your child, if you think about it. You've built this thing up from the ground up to where it is now, and
Yeah,
you recently accomplished in my opinion, one of the most mind-blowing things that anybody can do on this game, which is have an event with already, 300 people already going to this event?
300 plus. Yesterday we finished with 300, and now we have 322. We're honestly hoping that
Wow.
we could get 400, maybe. That's a
I, I
oof.
mean, I mean, if you do that, I think, in my opinion, that goes down. I mean, you already made it the history books, basically. You got one of the most fastest growing events, which is Wrestle Kingdom 2. Again, I'll put a picture right here on screen to also talk about it. But Wrestle Kingdom 2, let's talk about that. The biggest event, in my opinion, in Rec Room's history so far this year. You've built up so much to it. Again, talking about the ticket sales, 325 plus. You're going up to 400. I think it's possible. I definitely do think it's possible, especially with how many weeks do we have left before
We
Wrestle
have
Kingdom?
2 weeks. So we could have 2 full episodes and a press conference. That's something I haven't told anybody, and I'm going to confirm that
Ooh,
in your video. Exclusively, we're
absolutely
going to have a press
exclusive.
conference a day or two before. That's going to be fun to build stuff and just get our last little squeeze of ticket sales.
Absolutely. And I think genuinely Wrestle Kingdom 2 is going to go down as, I mean, yeah, we had Broken Skull, which was the most controversial pay-per-view, but
Yeah,
Wrestle Kingdom 2, in my opinion, is going to go down as one of the best pay-per-views
I
so
believe
far up
so. I
to
hope so.
date. And I have full faith in you, Inko, all your staff members behind the scenes, because, I mean,
Yeah,
not a lot of them,
including you
that's a
too.
lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, but
Lots
I
of people
try,
have helped.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
they help. They
absolutely.
like put their like shows to promote it, just promote it all
hmm
around, and they have all
I
helped
mean,
me. My staff team's
I mean,
very amazing with that.
from what I know, I think it's like 20 plus places have been promoting
Yeah, there's a
Wrestle
lot
Kingdom,
of
correct?
places.
I think that's insane. In my opinion, one of the most insane feats that a person has done, especially with a game so minimal that there's not a lot of things you can do to promote.
Yeah, yeah,
But having communities that help promote your events, I think that's something that's completely different, and you've changed the game.
very cool.
Absolutely, I think ROH has changed the game
Thank
with
you.
its events and arenas. That's one thing I do want to talk about. The arenas, the quality that goes into these shows is impeccable. I want to say congratulations to you and to all your staff
Thank you.
team as well. I mean, your
Yeah,
graphic designers, everybody does their own part, and I think
yeah.
that's gonna
It's
help
a
ROH
family company.
elevate.
That's how do you describe it? It's a really family company. Everybody helps each other to help it
hmm
get to the top.
Absolutely. Well, enough about ROH, which I know is still going to get brought up in this
Yeah,
interview. But we're
I
gonna go.
didn't expect that.
Absolutely. We're gonna go into our first question here. This comes from Egg, which is somebody that is on your roster in
Yeah, yeah.
ROH. What is it like being one of the best Rec Room wrestlers in this time period? Thinking about it, like, yeah, we have
Um,
people who have built, laid the path for you, but you, in your opinion, for this time era right now, for all the people that you're with, how does it feel being one of the best in your opinion?
I think it's a blessing. You know, lots of people. I'm very controversial to say. Lots of people just have problems with me, I guess, because of my attitude in the past. And yeah, I've changed a lot, but some people just don't really accept that. I think that I'm the best because honestly, it's more than just the wrestling skill. It's helping others actually elevate to the top. I've helped many people like Mike Trout, Cryptic, Alex Frost, Bruiser. I've helped so many stars actually elevate and become what they are today. And then on top of that, I have the title of one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, but I'm running one of the best companies in the world right now. So it's
Absolutely.
a lot more than just me being the greatest wrestler. You know, yeah, if you think I'm number two, that's fine. I'm not gonna start flipping monkey shit and all that. But
Yeah.
non-biasedly, in my opinion, like I'm not saying this because it's me, but I truly think I'm probably the best Rec Room wrestler, just because I've contributed to Rec Room like a lot, more than just helping
Absolutely.
myself, but helping others and just making a crazy amazing place.
Absolutely. I think that's the thing that a lot of people don't seem to understand or like captivate is that it's not only just the technical work or what you do in ring, it's more of what you do outside, especially with the community that in my opinion, yes, our community is not the best and it's not the
Yeah,
worst, but when we come together and someone there's like a big force behind it, it can be a really good place to be in.
it can
In
be
my
good,
opinion right now, it's at its highest. It's at its
definitely.
highest that it's ever been, and I hope everybody, especially you, other owners for their companies, ride this wave and truly just keep pushing it all the way to the top.
Yeah, that's
Let's
the
keep it
goal.
this way. Absolutely. This question comes from, I believe, Rise right here. Um, what is one of your favorite non-5-star matches that you have seen? I know, yes, there's the whole star system that's going on with the reviews and everything, but in your opinion, is there a match that you have seen that has captivated you and said, even though it's not a good rated match, I enjoyed it personally?
Is it like a match that I've been in or just any match?
I guess any match. Any match.
Any
Doesn't have to
match.
be yours, but any match.
There's probably two on my list that I can think of easily right now. One of them is definitely me versus Bandy, because that's so enjoyable. It's fun wrestling somebody new. And then on top of that, it's fun wrestling somebody who's very older than you, especially at my age, because I'm kind of more on the older side. So it's fun wrestling somebody who's more like my older brother. And then he's
Absolutely.
like constructing me the whole match, which is fun, honestly. He can hold up on his own, so it was really fun wrestling him when a lot of people doubted me being able to hang with him. And then another
Absolutely.
match was Kai versus Vacation Guy at Ring of Honor New Start, because that is, in my opinion, Ring of Honor started as like a mid company. I'm not really like trying to call out any companies like saying they're bad, but it was more like an RWP company or like a MMW company. Like it's heard about,
Mhm.
but it wasn't too good. Like it was just meh. Like crowd were
Just
meh.
there.
Just yeah, some storylines were meh. That's what a lot of wrestlers viewed it as, and every time I'd ask the wrestlers to come to shows, they wouldn't want to. Noah Blitz was one of those guys. I tried to book him for like one of the first Ring of Honor events, and he
Oh,
hated it.
boy.
So, yeah, a lot of hate came to it. But Ring of Honor New Start is when I got the new logo. Not the
Hmm.
newest one with the Rec Room as the O, but just
Yeah.
that regular logo. It was more like, that felt like the flagship Ring of Honor. That felt like it was a statement to every other place that this is a pure pro wrestling company. Vacation Guy and Kai really did their part really good. And honestly, Vacation Guy winning the world title, that pop, the whole crowd just went nuts, and that really signified Vacation to the world. That was me displaying Vacation Guy to the world, saying this is a top star that like people are gonna want.
Absolutely. He
It was
has another
great.
question also. He says, who's a wrestler you believe could be in the main event scene? Someone who hasn't gotten that spot yet. But who do you think deserves that spot?
I would say Bruiser, but I kind of already transformed him into the main event scene. I am a little bummed out though how other places book him. He's
Yeah.
been on a losing streak and stuff like that. I just don't like it, because he's somebody who's
Mhm.
really good, and any match he does is just very entertaining. Honestly, one of my favorite matches to do on commentary, because he knows that factor of how to pace his match out perfectly and make anything that's nothing out of something. But
Absolutely.
somebody right now, non-biasedly, somebody like Mike Trout can hang on his own, or somebody even like Danny Diamond can hang on his own. There's lots of rookies. Shadow Beast is okay. I mean,
Hmm.
it's more like on the personal side of how he acts, but I think his wrestling skills there. Like,
Yeah,
work on it a bit, and yeah, I could see you being in the main event scene. There's more
absolutely.
people. There's lots of people that I like that are just cool. Like, I know Inko has a son, and he's trying to get good. Not saying he will, but
Who is
Inko,
that? I've heard about that. I heard that Inko has
yeah,
a child or something. Oh,
he
I
has a
didn't
kid
believe that
named
at first.
Inko Storm.
Oh boy.
So he's like, yeah, he's nice though. He's nice to be around. He's nobody
Hmm.
really annoying. Right
Okay.
now though, like, if I were to pick somebody who would be like main eventing shows in the future, like when I'm gone, I would say somebody like probably Bruiser. If Bruiser's booked like better in different places other than Ring of Honor, I could definitely see him being labeled like one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now we're gonna move into the next question. This comes from my opinion, one of your closest staff members, Mr. Alex Frost.
Oh,
He says, "Who's someone you would like to wrestle again?" But he also has a follow-up question to that and says, "Who would you like to wrestle that you've never faced fully?"
somebody who I'd like to wrestle again is definitely Aardvark. That's the other owner of Ring of Honor that nobody really knows
Mhm.
about since he's been gone, but me and him are really good together, and he might be a little rusty, but if people just let me display how good he is, they'll probably respect his name a little bit more. I think he's very good, and I miss him. I miss wrestling him because that's the person that I started off with wrestling.
Yes,
And a person that I would
absolutely.
like to face that I've never really faced before, um, man, when you've been in the game long enough, you've faced everybody. Um, I feel like I can help elevate people like Smithy. Somebody like Smithy that is more of a mid-card
Mm.
wrestler, but he's pretty good. I think somebody like Smithy, I know when I won the belts, I was pitching to Goji match ideas for rivalries, and I told him Zero and Smithy are people that aren't really talked about much, and I wouldn't mind facing them because it's something new, and they're actually pretty good on their own.
Absolutely. I definitely do see that. I definitely do think Smithy does deserve that big elevation for his
Yeah,
career.
definitely. He's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. The guy has talent. I mean, in all honesty, when we did the whole group idea in WRW, um, that's what I used to just. I wanted him to get away from the tag team scene. I wanted him to go and do his
Yeah.
own thing. But during that time, they were like, "Oh, you can't be tag team champions with Plasma," and it would have to be Smithy. I originally wanted
Yeah.
Smithy to go and get pushed to the IC title scene. I wanted him to
Yeah, yeah,
push
yeah.
himself over to the world title scene. I wanted him to be different. I wanted him to get the recognition he deserves because genuinely, the
Definitely.
guy, the guy, the guy, the guy deserves it.
He's
After
fun.
everything
Yeah,
he's
he's
done,
fun to be around.
yeah,
And he's
absolutely.
just very underrated, honestly. Like, I've never worked with him, but I've seen him wrestle. He's all right.
Hmm.
But lots of people they can't unlock their full potential unless they have somebody help them. Lots of people need
Absolutely.
help like that. A dream match of mine, though, that I'm like, it's rare to see me fangirl about stuff. But
Hmm.
a match that I would like to do is me versus Jackson Flash. I think that's somebody who's very fun to be around, and he's cool. I've always been trying to sign him for Ring of Honor, but sadly he's been on break a lot. And when he does plan on coming back, I am going to be the one that's going to take him for Ring of Honor because that is a match that I've always wanted. I've seen him ever since I was kind of elevating, so I think it'd be very entertaining to see two really good fast-paced wrestlers take on each
Hmm.
other.
Absolutely. That is a really good dream match, and I would love to see
Yeah,
that if it ever
that's something really
ever
fun.
happened. Absolutely. We're gonna go on to the next question. This comes from Know It All. Who are some of the favorite people you have ever worked with in your career?
Definitely Inko. Inko's super fun to work with. I think Inko's more like somebody that I can easily just work with and communicate so easily. He's not going to complain
Hmm.
about like, oh, we shouldn't do this. Oh, why do this? Oh, why am I losing? Or why are you winning? It's more like just like, it's like bread on butter. If we're in a match, we don't really have to determine a winner yet. It's just more, we're slow paced with it. He's more of a slow paced worker. He's more like my story guy. Like if I'm looking
Absolutely.
for a match that isn't fast paced and just super good story, like a WWE style match, Inko's the guy. He's easy to work with. And it's fun. Me and him really love being fun together. We like putting the emotion into it. So that's the reason why we got our 5-star match, because, you know, me and him like putting emotion into it. And sometimes we're goofy. Like, when he was choking me with the dog collar, I was telling him, like, I'm going to go to the game chat, act like I'm choking. Everybody's going to sell for it. And then him...
Yeah.
I remember I was choking him out, and he's like, I'm like, you gotta say no, you gotta say no. And he just decided to let out the most aggressive, no! He's somebody that I'm like very comfortable with, that I can work
Oh
with.
my god, that's great. I mean, yeah, definitely. If you got those people that you can work with just really close together,
They're amazing.
definitely brings a fun match. Absolutely.
Him, another guy's Vacation, because he's just very smooth to fit. He's more like a normal pace. Like, if you're just looking for a fun match, nothing too dramatic, it's just me and Vacation, because we always put on something unique that always makes fans happy. And at the end of the day, it's always going to be Vacation guy taking the victory. I'll always play the heel for me and his matches, because honestly, it's fun. It's fun having that factor of trying to, like, make fans boo me, but also, like, make fans happy for the Vacation guy. And then,
Absolutely.
I'd say a last person that I could, like, work easily with is give me Kai. Like, me and Kai have had our matches, but when it comes to fast-paced matches, it's just so great. Honestly, it's, like, so quick. Yeah, and whoever threw that is a piece of shit. They are not getting shit, and they are a piece of fucking shit.
You heard that, Inko?
Fuck you. But, yeah, Kai's very fast-paced, and I think when me and him in the ring, it's so good. Because you don't really see wrestlers go that fast in the ring. It's very hard to do that without messing up. So it's, like, very unbelievable to see me and Kai go super fast and work well together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, this comes from Alex again. He says, who's somebody you would like to have a storyline, but in what company would that be?
Currently, I'm liking what I'm having in Zero. Me and Zero and then WRW. I mean, I'm not the one booking it, so it's nothing to my full potential of the story. But it's a nice story to still, like, kind of display Zero.
Talk to me afterwards.
I know that. But, you know, with my schedule, sadly, and WRW being more of a UK-based company, I can't really unlock the full potential and always be there for shows. But I try. When I come there, I always tell Goji if he can fit me in there to boost the storyline a little bit, that's fine. But somebody that I would want a storyline with, like, does it have to be anybody that I've already faced, or does it, like...
No, it could be anybody you face or anybody, really.
I think a storyline that I would want is probably me. I would say me against one of my 3 kids. I think that would be very fun.
Damn.
Them being the heel would really help them out potential-wise, and I would probably try my hardest to display them really good. I think that'd be fun.
Absolutely. And if you had to choose which one out of the 3, who would it be? Who would be the first one that you'd be like, that one?
If I trust storytelling-wise, it would be Cryptic. But wrestling-wise, I would definitely pick Mike. Both-wise, like elevating, trying to just help him, I would probably be Sean. But if I'm wanting like a great wrestling classic, I would probably pick Mike. But if I'm wanting like a very dramatic, emotional storyline, I would probably pick Cryptic.
Absolutely, absolutely. I see factors. A lot of factors go into this. But, I mean, it's good. It's good. Absolutely. I think that's the major difference when it comes to like when you try to get a story. So you got to choose like who brings what to the table. You know. Yeah,
there's a lot of like, weight balancing you got to do with that.
Absolutely. I mean, if you have something that's just one-sided to one thing, it feels a little bit lackluster.
You could have a good pro wrestling match, but no story, and that's kind of like, oof. You can have a good story, but a bad wrestling match, and that's like, oh.
Yeah, but when it's right in the middle, ooh,
perfect.
5-star gold all the way. Absolutely.
I kind of don't care about the 5 stars anymore. I think I've been screwed so many times.
Okay, mister, I already got like fucking what?
Oh no, in my opinion, I think I've kind of just grown past it. Yeah, I'm looking for a third one, definitely. But I feel like it's better to have multiple, like, 4.75 star matches because you're consistent with your great matches, than have a 5-star match and then just go back to being dull. So yeah, it's like a race for me to get a 5-star. And I get people think if you have like the most 5 stars, you're the best. But you got to think about it, like the guy that's having 4.75 stars multiple times consistently, he's still putting on great matches. Maybe it's not 5-star worthy, but he's still like getting close to that, and he's getting close to it all the time.
Absolutely. I think it's more about the climb, I guess. More about the climb.
Probably.
You gotta...
It sucks though, you know, because
It does.
bro, I love Simon Dawson, but when they got their 5-star match, I was like, Shep definitely had to be biased about that, because there was some like big
drama is
mistakes
gonna
that I
get built
saw.
on right
No,
in this part of
no,
the video.
no.
The shit's gonna fucking go.
No. Trust me,
You're gonna be like,
Simon
why did
Dawson
you
is
say,
cool.
you fucking motherfucker? Don't say that shit.
No, they're cool, but there was lots of mistakes that I saw in the match, in my view. Like the selling was, man, the pacing was kind of scrambled, and I pointed that out, and Shep even agreed, but he gave him 5 stars, and I was like, all right, like nothing I can do. But Shep is the same person that gave me and Bandy 4.75 just because I was in a wrist lock in the beginning of the match, and the rope was right here, and I was looking this way, and I was like, so you can call out my mistakes and screw my match over, but not theirs. So I was like, okay, like I'll take
It's because you keep calling him an old man. Maybe if you didn't do that, maybe, you know, just maybe.
I just talked to him. I'm
Okay,
like,
Buster,
like,
shut your fucking mouth back there.
I just tell him I feel like you want to see me just try harder and harder to see how badly I can break the barrier.
Absolutely. I think that's what he wants. That's just
It's
the game
fun
he's
though,
playing at
you
this
know.
point.
Yeah, if he just wants that, then that's fine with me.
Now, this is an interesting question. This comes from Know It All again. What is a rivalry / match that you would want to do over if you could?
Definitely Vacation Guy at WRW. I think that was the biggest match.
That match I genuinely wished, and in my opinion, could have been really, really good if it wasn't for the whole thing that's going on with Record right now, which is the whole hacking situation. If that didn't happen, I definitely could have seen that match get elevated, but especially that and also the crashing. That was the one
that one hurt, really. That one was probably one of my most like sore matches that really hurt me in the gut, because, you know, I get that everybody was talking about, oh, it's like Vacation and Ruby versus Stein and Dawson. They thought it was going to be great, good competition. But the moment I went out there and I realized I was the one setting up my entrance stuff, I was like, oh shit, like I knew exactly what they did to me. I was like, they're not going to try any way to help this match get a 5-star. So I was like, I'm screwed. It's just me and Vacation out here. The commentary's not going to help. They don't want this match to be a 5-star. They don't not like, I saw you trying to help, but every other staff member didn't help. So I was like,
no, I was doing double, triple duty that day. I was recording. I had to do buttons in the back. I had to make sure things were going right. Oh my god.
So when that happened, I was like, I knew exactly what they did to me. Because when it was Simon Dawson's match, every staff member had to make sure that match was great, and they had to make sure they did everything on cue. And I was like, that's when I kind of realized, I was like, it's not that they did better than Vacation. It was the staff that really.
Do you think you were sabotaged? Is that it? Is that it?
Damn straight. I think I was sabotaged. It's nothing that I'm gonna like hold a grudge over, but I was just like, ah, damn. Like,
so you think favorites were being played, huh?
Definitely. When I was the one having to pitch my own storyline, and Goji's like, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. Meanwhile, Rocker and Goji's like literally letting Dawson and Stein do everything. I was like, yeah, this is bad. Like, I am not.
Luckily we're doing the switch after that. I wish we would have done the switch earlier. With me.
Yeah, it really, for the cameraman, don't hate on me, everybody, but it took me snapping at Goji in an interview to kind of change everything in WRW.
Yeah, really that was the only bad thing, but I think everybody needed that wake-up call. I think not only just for you, but I think it goes for everybody, because it feels like everyone was getting a little bit suppressed at one point with how much
Definitely.
they could have done in their careers, and it's like they were getting held back. And I
It's
think
the
that was a
curse
wake
of
up call
rocker,
that
in my
they needed.
opinion. I'm not gonna lie.
It's all fucking Rocker's fault, dude.
Goji said he's relying on Rocker for booking, I was like, shit. That's why
It's all
it was
over.
in my idea. It's like in my eyes to just straight up leave WRW after my title reign.
He's having
It's
a
because,
breakdown in
like,
the background.
As soon as I heard Rocker's booking, I was like, no, like I'm not gonna be good after my title reign. I'm not gonna be good during my title reign.
Why do you think I'm giving you full control for your stuff? Like I that's why I told you.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
Zero always come talk. We'll figure
Definitely.
out stuff. I mean, so
Especially
far
when
I've enjoyed the build up.
it's been fun. I think me and Zero don't really need our matches. We don't even need a brawl. It's just promo.
Y'all
work.
just need
Promo
promos.
work is
The
the
promo
thing
work
that's
is
just having fun.
insane.
It's fun though. I think people are liking it. It's something that they really haven't
Absolutely.
seen.
It's something different that brings to the table instead of just having a match and be like, oh yeah, this is building up to it. No, I think the promo work is a big part of it. But now this one's interesting. This comes from the other kid. This comes from Sean. Was Rising Honor just brought back to compete with WRW's development brand XNT?
Oh, I don't know. Definitely not.
I figured that it wasn't, but I felt like this question I needed to be answered. I think, in my opinion, when you brought back Rising Honor, I was just like, oh, it's just for a little bit extra for people who who are still in the indies and need a little bit more push to come to the main roster. I think that's a little thing that helps it. But I didn't think it was just a combat like XNT.
No, the reason wasn't like, oh, XNT's up, let me just get a development company. My reason was just there's a lot of crazy homegrown talents that can really be molded just out of working, even as a rookie. So I just like, let me just pick up all the hot rookies right now. Pause. All the hottest creative rookies.
No. Hold on.
No.
Hold on.
Like skill-wise, like wrestling skill-wise. All the greatest rookies right now that actually have a chance. And like, they have some good potential. So I wanted to pick them up, and I'm like, which one can I mold to really like be the form of another Ring of Honor homegrown star?
Yeah, so you were really trying to get hands on them, huh? You fucking sicko.
Not even, okay. You see, I know how to use my roster, okay? Jeez.
I don't use my roster only when I need to.
I know I know what to do with it. So, and also it's just a really good factor too, because it's like you get like first dibs on a really good talented rookie, and then you also get to sell tickets even more now that you have an extra day.
Absolutely. I think that's what's helped a lot. I mean, I've seen the arena. Explain to me whose idea was to put 10 fucking buttons on a wall.
Not me. I'm
I wonder
definitely having somebody
who's in charge of Rising Honor. I wonder. Definitely gonna have to
Alex
talk with them.
Cross. I'm having a new building be built for development though. So after Wrestle Kingdom 2, I'm going to really put in more work into Ring of Honor, considering summer's coming up, and I'm gonna try my best to really make weekly shows look way professional. I've always told you that was my plan, and I really haven't had time to execute it because like school. But now that I'm on my last 9 weeks of school, I think I can really start just focusing more on Ring of Honor.
Absolutely. Now this comes from Zero. If you could change one thing about your career so far, what would that be, and why?
I don't know, honestly. I kind of like my career. You know, I've really defined myself without having to stay in the same group. I think one thing that I have to change is like probably like themes that I've used. That's it, really. But even then, people love my themes. So I don't know, probably like gear that I've worn. I think my most bizarre gear was probably a broken skull when I had the tattoo on my back and the whole Yakuza vibe.
Yeah. Well, what the fuck is that? I'm actually gonna put in that clip of you singing that one song. I still have that clip, so it's gonna you add it like right in this part right here. But anyways,
Um,
it was an interesting choice of attire. I mean, I liked it. I
it is
liked the
very
vibe behind
interesting.
it. I mean, I liked the vibe behind it. I'm not gonna lie.
I can show you
Like,
some right here, actually. I have some lined up for your cameraman.
all right, dug down,
So,
dug down. We don't wanna
yeah.
show you all.
Y'all don't want to see my my jewels. So
Yeah, we don't
in
want to
my
see the
rookie
family jewels
days,
right here.
I've worn a samurai gear inspired
Hmm.
outfit, which is really interesting. This was a period of time like right before the beginning of Ring of Honor and right after RZW version 2 shut down. That's when I didn't know what to do, so I was just in indie companies, DEW, CPW. There's lots of places, CBW. There's lots of cool places though that I like. I think that time period was weird,
Yeah,
but it was actually pretty fun. You know, that's when I had the whole belt collector gimmick for the first time. It was really fun.
absolutely.
I had this. So when I came into WRW the first time, I remember wearing this when I was US champion. I had some Street Fighter inspired gear. This is what I wore for me versus Inko at Rundown, which was a 4.75 star match, by the way. Just to prove my point a little more on how consistent I am. Let's see what else I got. So I wore this at the debut show of CBW. Nice Dragon Ball inspired gear. This is Vegeta. It's very interesting to say the least. Honestly, it's very interesting. But a very, very interesting one is what I wore at CPW's pay-per-view. I think this is very interesting. I don't know if I want to use this for my current gimmick for a pay-per-view entrance. Maybe.
I mean, maybe.
It looks
Who knows?
nice.
Who
I
knows?
mean, it looks okay.
I like it.
It's
Yeah.
inspired by Clint Eastwood. The wrist straps look really good too. They
Mhm.
look nice, fancy.
I could see that.
Those are my special interest gears. And then when I had my beginning of WRW, I had 4 Kenny Omega inspired gears. This was more like my United States Championship phase. This is what Kenny Omega wore at Grand Slam. I have what Kenny Omega wore at, I believe, is the first AEW event. I think it's
If I'm
like
remembering correctly.
yeah. I wore this at WRW SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for those that don't know, I'm very inspired off of Kenny Omega. Lots of people know that, and I like that I can use him not to his fullest to make it seem like I'm just a knockoff of him. But okay, I can use him to really show people that I can really be the Kenny Omega record.
Yeah.
He's done lots of inspiring things for me. There's this one that I used to wear. I think I wore this in a match against Kai where I won the title, I believe. And then the final one is one I wore against Local Wave when I was defending my belt. It looks alright.
I like it. I like it.
And then, let me see. Okay, before I change, this is gonna get weird. So there was
boy.
a phase in time where I first traveled to the UK, you can say in Rec Room sense. So I traveled to Impact, which was my first UK company. This was doing something. Yeah, I was in Impact
The
for a small period of time.
PTSD. The PTSD is. I'm gonna start shaking, dude.
So I had international gear, and it's kind of cool. It shows all the countries that I've been in while I wrestle, and you can say, I had green, yellow, blue, and red. I think they're really cool, you know. I don't use them anymore. I'm not gonna...
It's cool. It's unique, and definitely if we do another international like show or something, you should definitely. I feel like something similar like this should get pulled out. Kind of show off
Yeah,
where
definitely.
you've
I
been,
wouldn't
where
mind.
you've gone. That'd be
I
pretty
could
cool.
definitely pull something off. And then in my DPCW days, Neutron knows
Oh
this.
boy. Oh yeah.
So,
this is gonna bring
we
me
have-
back. Oh
yeah, we
yeah.
have This was, they told me to be original in DPCW 0, so I made a new character for them. It got over. Honestly, I could say it got over.
It did.
because-
It did. Genuinely did.
And then I think my most unique one is for underground wrestling. That was fun. That was a fun phase of my life. Ruby Mundo. I think that was
Oh,
so
Ruby
fun.
Mundo.
To have the
Yeah. Oh,
I cannot
yes,
wait
sir.
because people don't know this yet, but Inko is opening up AAA, and I think that is when we're gonna see
Triple
Ruby Mundo
A.
return to the real. He's gonna
Are we gonna
return
see? Are
to
we
the
gonna see
real.
Ruby Mundo?
Yeah, we're gonna see Ruby Mundo, and I'm gonna make sure to
Oh,
use all the high
yes,
flying action.
sir.
So those are some
Can't wait to see
interesting
that.
outfits to really show, you know.
We gotta show off
And
the. We gotta
then-
show off the Broken Skull one. I think that's gonna be the last one that you show. Is the big Broken Skull one again.
It was so bad on new now.
It's like I don't have it anymore. Don't ask me.
It was a curse. It was definitely a curse.
Like I just fucking deleted that.
Definitely. And then the best one of all that everybody knows me by is you know.
Hmm. Oh, okay. You know what? Hold on, Brian. Can I grab this one? No, I can't. You're lucky I can't grab the fire extinguisher.
Let's change back. So yeah, those are a lot of my outfits that I've used. No, sorry.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
grab
So
some.
while Saki is going to get a drink, yeah. So this outfit is when I was.
So, you know, I genuinely, there's a lot of differences. There's a lot of differences with the attires, but some are very
Yeah,
unique
very cool.
compared to others. But I think the most, like I said, the big curse was basically the Broken Skull attire.
Taking
The Broken
off,
Skull
yeah,
attire
taking
was
off the
just,
shirt. Taking off the shirt.
get that off. Get that off.
That
It's
is a lesson
curse.
I learned. Never take off the shirt.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but this is a nice attire. You know, I wore this at Gay Fest 2, and they awarded me the most fashionized person. You know, all of the people were looking at me when I wore this.
Now, y'all probably wondering why this outfit. Now, there's a funny story behind this. So when Mr. Ruby went to the gay convenience or whatever, where'd you go? What was it?
Super Gay Fest, I think.
Like Super Gay Fest. When he did that, I went across the world to a beautiful place called the UK. In the UK, I met this big broad, I can't call her what she called me there, but she's big and bigger in some areas than others. And she looked at me and said, "Would you like to be part of the SSS community, the scissor community?" And I joined. And I went in, and they told me, dress like this. And I was wondering why dress like this? And they showed a picture of you of all people. It was plastered on the wall, and it said Scissor Gang. What the fuck does that mean?
I think it's very fashionized. You know,
Absolutely.
I think
Very,
people
very
just
fashionable.
people just adore the swag.
Just adore the swag.
Let me go-
Let me go
There we
back.
go.
Hold
Okay.
on.
There we go. Okay, this is just my fits and flex. You know, it costs more than 10k tokens for the brokies out here. So if you don't mind, let me just pose in front of the camera.
Okay,
Screenshots
buddy,
are free for a
buddy.
limited amount of time, guys.
Alright, hold on. We gotta get nice and close and personal. Hold on. He's mewing. Okay, buddy, and back to your seat. The lip bite is insane. Very
Yeah.
immaculate.
It's very nice though.
No.
You know, it's a nice
Before we get sidetracked, this comes
Yeah.
from this comes from your son again. I don't know why your son would be asking this, but do you have small balls?
What?
No, in all seriousness, this is what it says. I'll put a screenshot right here in the fucking video. Does Ruby have small balls?
Well, you know, you're just.
We need to
you're
bring the
just
girlfriend
so-
on. We need to bring the girlfriend on video. Bring her in frame. Do we agree? Do we agree that Ruby has small balls?
No, we don't.
Yeah, you see,
Damn.
they're just so big. You know, it's a burden carrying them around.
You
So
gotta,
I have to have her like crawl underneath me and just hold them up like Zeus
Yeah.
holding up two big pieces of stone. So
It's
that's why
a
she's
part
always
of like
near me
our
all the
daily
time.
routine. That's
Yeah,
why we're
it's
always
a burden
together.
carrying them around so much. That's why I have so
Damn, the
many
daily
problems, you know.
routine.
I have
That's
so many
wild.
problems making it to WRW shows because
Yeah,
airlifting,
that's
I'm trying
why
to sneak on
after a
something
match
onto the
he's always
plane,
out of
but
breath because they're flopping everywhere.
yeah, you know, I have very big problems with air travel. You know, they think
Oh
I
my
have
God.
bombs on me, but they don't believe that. They're just my testicles.
God
Yeah.
damn. Well, I apologize. I apologize about your
Yeah,
your,
it's
your
a
condition,
really
man.
big burden.
I apologize. I wish. So another follow-up question. Somebody asked, "Is it big then? If you carry big balls?"
Super big, mucho grande, muy
Mucho grande. Mucho
Oh,
grande.
like, I'm talking, it's like, think about that one photo of the, what's it called, like the buff dude pushing a boulder up a hill. It's like that. Just imagine two of that.
Damn, mucho grande. Mucho
Yeah.
grande.
Huge.
Now, before we get... the girlfriend, we need to confirm. Is it mucho grande? Mucho grande.
Mucho grande y mucho delicioso.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Damn! Mucho delicioso. Damn, that is insane, ladies and gentlemen. If
Yeah,
for the
she
people
loves
who
it,
don't
you
understand
know.
Spanish, she loves it.
Yeah.
That's
Tu quiero
basically it.
mucho. Tu quiero mucho mi huevo y salchicha.
That's fucking great. Anyways, this comes from the old man himself. This comes from Mr. Shep.
Oh yeah, I love.
What's
Shep.
the
He's cool.
funniest story you have about life? This is your real
Funniest
life.
story about
Something
life.
funny that you've had.
I've had lots of fun experiences in life. You know, I think wrestling school is really one of the fun parts about my life. It's fun, you know, seeing people really trash talk wrestling that are just the common man, saying, oh, it's fake, this is dumb, MMA's better, boxing's better because it's real. You watch wrestling, you know it's fake, right? But it's funny when you do the wrestling school and you're like, yeah, those sons of bitches wouldn't last a day in the ring. I can say it is one of the most hardest experiences in life. Pro wrestling is very rough and very painful. The ring mat the ring mat is super stiff. It is not like a trampoline. It is like you're falling onto pure hard tile floor. That, and honestly, just the athleticism you need for that. I remember being taught to run the ropes. Oh, they hurt so bad. Like, honestly.
Absolutely.
But,
yeah, no, I mean, I can
there's
imagine. I can imagine how much stress that puts on the human body, just especially when it comes to like actually taking like bumps and all that stuff. I mean, I can imagine the amount of time, amount of dedication you have to put behind that.
Another funny thing about life is I've had lots of funny stories you could say about school. So I'll give you some of those. So in 5th grade, I think that's when I really started liking school because I had good friends. And so one time, I don't know why, but when you're in 5th grade, you're like 10. So you know you like being dumb and goofy. So I told my friend, so this is lunch. You know how lunch was back in 5th grade. You know, everybody's together, all the same group, just fun. So my friend is like a daredevil. I still know him to this day. But he's like a daredevil. Like, he will do anything if you ask him to, for no reason.
Oh boy.
And so there's like lots of like, I guess you could say like teachers and all that watching over the kids during lunch. So it was time to go. It was time to go back to class. And when we stand up, and I tell him, I'm like, yo, I'm just like, moan as loud as you can right now or you're gay. And I'm telling you, he decides, he looks at me, smirks, and he decides It wasn't even a moan. It was like the most. It sounded like a kid stubbed his toe. He just
Oh,
straight up.
fuck.
He just straight up started yelling like, ah! Like he got caught mid moan scream.
No.
So he just yells, and the teacher comes up behind him, and she's like, "Go to the principal's office." Go to the
Oh, fuck. No.
I think he
I
was
think
a
that's-
real one, though. He was a real one.
He's
Because
a
he
real
knew
homie.
it wasn't his fault. But he didn't snitch on me. He just looked at me and smirked, and he went. Like a real
He's
soldier.
like,
It
you
was
know what
funny.
the fuck you did.
It was funny. And then thankfully it wasn't just him being bad. There was like lots of kids throughout the school being bad and like during lunch. So the teacher was like, all of y'all were horrible during lunch today. And then she referenced my friend Moni. She was like, I heard there was kids screaming and doing things. I was laughing the whole time though.
Oh
funny.
no, that sounds like a fun swell time. I mean, yeah, I mean when you're in fifth
Like-
grade, it's like the amount of shit that you fucking do is
Stuff that you can get
impeccable.
away with too.
Absolutely, there's a lot of shit you can get away with, especially that one time someone threw a firecracker in the toilet, and the whole fucking thing just.
The
Blew
toilet,
open.
oh my god. Let me give you another funny story about life now that I'm thinking about it. So I'm still in my school phase of life, which means I'm still in school, I'm still young. So in middle school, I'm just going to give one piece of advice. Never use the restrooms.
Oh
Middle-
fuck no! Nah,
So-
you don't never take a shit in the bathroom. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
you never.
I have a funny
Fuck
story.
no.
So in 7th grade, I think it was so funny because during lunch, we'd have like, our principal was horrible. Our principal was really a piece of shit. So he was like y'all can't have your phones out during lunch because certain kids like fighting and all that, which is dumb as hell. Honestly, schools need to stop really trying to punish all the kids for just a certain category. That's what I call them, a category of kids in school. And
Oh,
they ban phones during lunch, so I
Mhm.
think that's dumb. But it
yeah, the
helped
school
me and my
system's
friends-
just fucking
Yeah, it's
dog
stupid.
shit.
It helped me and my friends though kind of think of unique, funny things to do. So what we would do is we'd go through a lunch line, and you didn't have to ask the lunch ladies for ketchup packets; they were already there. So let's say like you got to walk all the way over here. Like you're walking like
Mhm.
this. Right here when you leave is like just containers of like ketchup and mustard packets.
Mhm.
So we would go through the line, and then we would grab like handfuls of ketchup and mustard packets.
Oh,
We would we would go to the restroom, and we would lift up the toilet seat and just put three.
you would not,
ketchup.
you fucker.
Yeah, we would
Oh
put
my
three
god.
ketchup
Oh
and
my
mustard and mayo
god.
packets on the toilet
Homie,
seat,
you just
and we
try-
close it.
Oh,
We would
fuck.
close it so loud nobody could
The
see.
poor fucking soul that sat on that toilet that day.
Yeah. And
Fuck.
I remember one day, because we would wait till like after lunch to check. So
Mhm.
one day, we do this like our shenanigans. After lunch, right? Like the bell starts ringing, kids are getting up. We go to the bathroom, and we just see the stall that we put ketchup and mustard packets. And it's like,
Oh,
squirted
you
all
fucking
over the place.
dick.
It's like on the ground.
Oh no.
And I just imagine like the kid. I just imagine the poor
Poor
kid
dude's
just,
probably just trying to take a shit. He's like, oh.
Like,
Just fucking
all over
ketchup
his,
going
like,
down his fucking
boxers.
poor thigh, dude. Poor fucking kid trying to take a shit in peace. Like, I wonder what
It's so
fucking
funny.
scumbag did that. Fucking Ruby and his
It was-
friends chilling in the background, just laughing their asses off and
it'd
shit.
be funny,
Poor
bro.
fucking kid gotta go get a fucking change of pants and shit. He's like,
Had to go
Mom,
to, like, the
they
nurse's
fucking threw
office."
ketchup on me in the bathroom. Nico, how? It was under the toilet.
So if you do use the restroom,
Oh
look
my
out for people like me
God.
back then.
Yeah,
Make
yeah,
sure
yeah,
there's
no.
nothing underneath the
Oh my
toilet seat.
god. Thank god. Thank god. No, you gotta understand. There's like fucking people that used to do this shit. Like, I mean,
It's probably Dude,
fucking
it's a
school
punishment
was a
though.
fucking
Think about it,
interesting,
though,
yeah.
like, you're bound to get punished if you use the restroom at school. So
Oh no,
it
yeah,
was
no,
one of
absolutely.
definitely a punishment.
Either that or somebody hearing you taking a shit, and they're like, "It smells like shit in
Are you
here.
pooping? Hey, you taking a shit up
Are
in
you
here?
pooping in there? Are you taking a shit?" Nah, when
Never
you hear a bunch of group of people coming in while you're sitting on the toilet, bro, and you hear,
It's over. It's over.
"Hey, hey, there's someone in the stall," your fucking heart is
Yes.
gone. You
Another
gotta
fun
pick up
fact.
your feet and make sure you ain't hidden. You make sure you're fucking
So
hidden.
in 8th grade, that was my last year of middle school, some kid
Mhm.
got caught on the toilet and there was a photo. Some dude took a photo of the kid on
Nah.
the toilet. And everybody in the school knew because it was spreading on Snapchat and Instagram. And I won't tell them what the guy's name was, but in the photo you just see him popping a squat looking at his school ID badge. Just releasing a steam.
Oh, fuck. No, not the school ID badge. Homie's just like,
Yeah.
hold on, man. Fuck, I can't.
So throughout that
see
poor
what-
kid, throughout 8th grade, that was probably a rough year for him.
Fuck, dude. I wonder why. Some little fucking kid was just like, fucking take
No,
out
I
my
think it was like an
boner
older
shit.
kid. It was like an older
That's
kid.
fucking
He just put his
wild,
phone over
bro.
the stall.
That's fucking wild. Well, you,
Alright,
I mean, you had
let's
some really good
progress more
stories.
to
Yeah. Let's progress before we
Get
start
caught
talking
up.
more about bathroom stories and shit, because
Oh,
it
it's
seems
funny,
like the main part of your fucking middle school was just you doing shit in the fucking bathroom, boy.
though. You should
God
never trust the
fucking
restrooms.
damn. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. But this comes again from Mr. Frost, and he dropped a lot of fucking questions in this section. I hope you know that. There's like 4 back to back.
Okay.
So he goes, "Who's your top 5 ROH homegrown stars?"
Are we homegrown?
Yeah,
I
we're
think
talking
number
about
one would be
ROH
Vacation
homegrown.
Guy.
Mhm.
Because not a lot of companies are not even none of the world of rec room wrestling knew us. I call us the group because we're kind of the group that introduced ourselves. We didn't need really help
Mhm.
displaying who we were. So definitely Vacation Guy, Inko. I'd say Cryptic, Alex Frost, and currently I'd say like Bruiser. I'm not gonna rank
Absolutely.
them, but like those 5 are definitely like noticeable as
But if you
homegrown
had to rank them,
Vacation Guy would be number 1. Inko would be
Mhm.
number 2. I'd say Alex Frost number 3, considering he's like a rookie but relevant rookie. I'd say
okay, buddy, calm down.
I'd say Bruiser's I'd say Zero's number 4, and then Bruiser
Mhm.
would be number 5.
Absolutely.
This is not based
Okay,
off of skill
okay.
level. This is just based off of
No,
like,
no, yeah, no.
oh, this person represents Ring of Honor more than they do any other place.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I definitely do see the vacation guy spot being number 1 for that reason. I see him more in ROH than any other place.
Definitely, and I think that's a
definitely can see
blessing.
that.
He's very loyal. You know, he always
Absolutely,
asks for
absolutely.
permission to like go to WWE.
I mean, he's a very
like,
sweet
be in the
dude. He's a
company.
very
Yeah.
sweet, nice guy. You know, I respect him. I respect him a lot.
Yeah, he's chill.
Next question he asks: what are your top 5 people that you think are too cocky in Rec Room Wrestling? And I've told this to everyone. When you're on the interviews, you have no filter, so this is your moment. Give the top 5. You don't have to list them. You don't have to put them in order. You can just off the top of your head, the top 5 people you think are cocky.
Rocker, Shadow, Goober. I would say. Let me think. Some people just really get on my fucking nerves because they think they're part of the group.
Dog did not like hesitate for those 3.
I would say. Yeah, those are definitely top 3. Probably Dawson. He's cool, but he gets really cocky. So when he talks shit sometimes about me, I have to set him straight. And he'll understand after that, thankfully. But he's still like a rookie, so he needs to slow his tracks down a bit. There's a lot of rookies that get on my nerves. Because like, sometimes they think they're all that, like, they need to slow the fuck down.
Absolutely.
And another person would be... I'm trying to think of somebody like who talks a lot of shit but can't really back up. TJF. Don't dox me, Brett, if you're watching this.
Don't dox me, please, please.
Like TJF or
please.
like Z-Man. Because they're just, it's mostly like the people that talk shit. And like they can be nice sometimes, but they talk shit a lot. And it's like, okay.
Noah's also pretty cocky, I'm not gonna lie.
No, he's alright. He needs to get calmed down sometimes. When he's calmed down,
Yeah.
man, he's cool.
Yeah, Big Boy takes the whole fucking, he's got his own center of gravity too, so I think it's kind of crazy.
That's really it.
He's so head ass. Anyways.
And KCJ.
Next
I think I would
question.
add KCJ in there,
Oh, okay.
he's really
okay.
cool. Like, I like talking to him personally. Like, he's cool to be around. But, like, sometimes he's just like, yo, I was one of the most over people in Ring of Honor. And I was like, Vacation Guy exists. Kai exists. Inko exists. And then it's just to the point where he thinks he deserves a title immediately after coming back.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, dude, like, you're kind of like, I'm trying to make you keep liking me and like Ring of Honor, but I'm not going to just give you a title just because you're from the past and you think you're good. Like, there's a lot of people like that. Like Shadow, he thinks that just because Kai picked him to retire him at Wrestle Kingdom 2, he thinks that he's worthy of being Vacation Guy in the main event of the next pay-per-view. When really, he's been lagging out in a lot of his
Nah, I'm worthy enough to win a chair. You know what I mean. I want a chair.
But,
Which
yeah.
you told me is gonna happen soon, that I'm gonna win my chair. So I better have my chair.
No spoilers.
Yeah. No spoilers, no spoilers. No one's finding out
Just
the
be
reason
like
why I
that.
have the chair. But yeah, absolutely. Now, before we continue, I am gonna do something, sadly, that I have to do. We're gonna reach the 60-minute mark, which, congratulations. Your video is going to be more than an hour long. So, which is usually
Fun.
the length of these videos so far. They've usually been more than an hour. But we will be right back. I'm going to cut. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Apologies from that. We had to get out the black homeless man out of the studio. But, ladies and gentlemen, next question. This comes again from Alex. Who are some people who hate you or think are jealous of you?
People who hate me? Rocker. Definitely Rocker. Rocker is somebody who I think he never really fully said it, but I feel like he doesn't like me. I feel like, yeah, I get that I've been cocky in the past, but at least I've been always, like, able to prove it. I've always talked my shit, but it's just because, like, I don't like sitting around just taking disrespect when I can easily prove that I'm actually pretty good. Like, when it was me versus Bandy, he was making fun of me. He was like, oh, Bandy's better than, like, the 4 pillars combined. Bandy's gonna out-wrestle you. And then after that match, I'm turning him into my fucking fanboy. Because I'm like, y'all doubt me so much, but I can hang with anybody. Like, literally. Like, it's not that hard. People don't like me because I will say some controversial stuff. But it's because, like, I'm more, like, stand up for myself. And I guess, yeah, I can be really harsh when I stand up for myself. But that's only because they started. Like, yeah, I guess that I do have an issue with going a little too far. But I'm going to be chill if you're going to be chill. Like, if you're going to say something, you should expect me to, like, really go at you back. And yeah, I know I've kind of been a little too messed up. Like, that day when I was feeling very bad because Vacation Guy felt like on the verge of tears after that match at Broken Skull, and Stom kept on cracking jokes. I was pissed, and yeah, I felt bad for saying it, and I apologized to him. Me and him are friends again. But I got pissed, so I had to go after something that hurt him a lot. So that's why I made that comment to him.
Bringing that IRL stuff.
Yeah,
like
bringing
that.
the IRL stuff. That's something I personally do, and I guess I'm sorry to people that I will hurt in the future and people I've hurt in the past.
Homie said in the future, he's like, I know damn well someone's gonna step on my toes sooner or later, and ooh.
Like, it depends on the level. If you're really purposely annoying me to the point, I'm gonna go after stuff personal, because that's just gonna get in your head more than it's gonna get in my head. Like Lime, him trying to steal Ring of Honor, or he did steal the Ring of Honor map, the old one, and I guess I was like, well, if you're gonna disrespect me like that, I'm gonna go after something personal. So that's why I kept on telling everybody, like, just because his mother died doesn't give him the right to really try to do other things for validation. like it's not my fault that his mother's in a grave not helping him really learn values of life.
My God. Young man, you need to fucking wash your mouth out with soap!
I know, it's messed up.
You need to go to church, nigga! You need to go to church!
It's the most reliable thing, as bad as it sounds, but like, if somebody's just going after me, and I just want them to stop, I'm gonna have to go after something really below the belt. Cause then,
He's gonna have to go up to the jugular.
Yeah, they're gonna get mad, but at least they're gonna stop talking to me. Cause I'd rather have them, like, stop talking to me fully, than them keep on cracking jokes and trying to bother me.
No, yeah, no, absolutely. Just don't think.
That's a lot of reasons why people
Try not to
just don't
swing
like
too much. Don't don't swing too low the belt. You know.
I'm not
'cause
gonna,
I think
I'm not gonna go
sometimes
too crazy.
too crazy.
Especially if it's
Proceeds to
close
cut back to the clip where he just made fun of like someone's fucking mom being in dead. Yeah, don't go
Yeah,
too
that's not my
crazy.
problem.
Yeah.
Don't mess with
It's not my
don't mess
problem.
with
Just a
my
skill
Ring of
issue.
Honor. Yeah, don't mess with my Ring of Honor stuff. Come on.
Just the reboot card wasn't picked up in time. You know. Anyways, Chad. Another question that comes from him: compare some wrestlers to IRL wrestlers, and why? Do you have any comparisons of some Rec Room wrestlers you've seen with IRL wrestlers?
I don't know. There's like a lot that I could see, but it's like where they try too hard, in my opinion. Like right now, I've seen that Inco's trying a bit hard to be like Seth Rollins, and I'm just like, I can say you're like Seth Rollins, but it's like a forced say.
Yeah.
People that can see is like Vacation Guy likes John Cena. Vacation Guy is definitely
is
John
true.
Cena. That one's just
Absolutely.
a given because he's so like, he's like the super face. Literally, he's a super face.
He's
I could
Super
see
Cena.
Bruiser being somebody like The Miz. Just because like how hated he is, but how good he is.
Ooh. I can see that, yeah.
I could see, let me think, because there's a lot.
I can see Noah as James Ellsworth, you know?
Noah's more like, I'd say
Fuck
like, what's... Noah's more like, I could see him relate to Ivar, you know, a big man who's actually a lightweight. Like, it's realistic.
Big ass
It's
hairy
realistic.
nigga.
It's realistic. Come on.
It is
Like,
realistic,
I'm not
yeah.
even trying to be like that. It's realistic.
It is kind of realistic. Jabba the Hutt.
Other people though, I can see like Jetstream being like the Ricochet. That's okay. One weird thing is I see Jet as Ricochet and I see Rise as Will Ospreay.
Okay.
Now I'm not saying Rise is like the greatest wrestler of all time, but like it's more of his style. He's like a high flying, but he does he does striking and high flying. Jetstream is more like a Ricochet because he actually just does high flying. That's where he sticks to. Kai, I relate him to like Rey Mysterio. And,
Why? Because he's short?
no, because he's like high flying, but like to an extent. I see what do you think?
Let's see Egg as Tommaso because he's bald.
No.
But he's good though! He's good though! So it's a give and take. You just have no hair, but you're good.
I think Bandy to me is like Stan Hansen. Bandy's literally like Stan Hansen to me. He's like a Japanese wrestler. Bandy's into that whole Japanese wrestling. So every time I face him, it's like I get that imitating, like the intimidating aura. But it's fun wrestling him. So it's like I don't really have like problems wrestling him. He's more like an aggressive fighter that I like. He's cool. Zero's definitely like Darby Allin. Lots of people say that. And honestly, I can see, like, he relates to him, he looks like him, and, you know, he's had problems just like Darby Allin in life. So, like, yeah, I can definitely see it. Me, I kind of just see myself as, like, a mixture of Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson. It's just because, like, the wrestling style was amazing, honestly. My promos can't be too good sometimes. Like, I'm not a crazy good promo guy. But it's just because I like kind of just showing off more of my talent in ring than on the mic.
Sorry again, apologies for that. So, guess we'll move on to the next question. Ralph asks a question about himself.
I love
What do you think about Ralph?
He's so cool. I love him. Ralph is actually really cool because he's like a rookie that nobody talks about, but he's actually in the big leagues. But you could say the same for people like Fleeky and Winner. But Ralph's, I think, he plays such a unique role because like he's like a heavyweight rookie. So I like taking him under my wing, and I've been trying to help him, improve more. I want to make him a Ring of Honor homegrown talent, because he's cool. Honestly, Rouse is cool, and if he's used
Absolutely.
right, I could really make him somebody like Gunther for Ring of Honor. So yeah, I might like him for my own benefit, but he's cool. Like, I genuinely like
Yeah.
working with the guy. He's cool, and I like making him feel like, hey, like, if other places are gonna have superstar rookies, I might as well have one too. But this one's gonna be unique. So Rouse is
Also,
really
you should
cool.
tell him. Also, you should tell him and work on his entrance. Maybe make sure like his entrance is not like
I
25
know,
seconds
yeah.
long.
I'm trying to make him like improve more. He told me like people are trying to get him to change everything, and
Yeah, no, I
get
know. That was the one thing that I was looking at the XNT locker room. This is something that I'll add. Everybody wanted him to switch everything about himself. I don't think that's the case. I definitely don't think that's the case. I think he's good where he's at. In my opinion. Yeah, I guess yeah, you've been using the same gimmick for a long time, but if it works out for you, shit, keep it that way. I wouldn't say change it, you know? It's good to evolve, right? But not change
Yeah.
everything about yourself.
I'm trying to get him to evolve. I just want him like to change his theme and his moveset. That way he gets an aura,
Yeah.
like he gets a different feel to his character. And I think that could actually help him like benefit.
And now here come the IRL questions. This is again. How did you and your girlfriend meet? This comes from Alex. All these questions, these IRL questions.
So,
How did you and your girlfriend meet?
in the beginning of 8th grade, in audio and video class, we both took the same class. So she was in my class, but I didn't really talk to her. And then she texted me on Snapchat. I didn't know even who it was. I was just like, it's a regular person. So I was like, oh, like, hi.
Just a random person texting me.
Yeah. So fun fact is, she was asking me for a guy's number, but I didn't have the guy's number.
Damn.
No, because like at
Oh,
the
this
time,
is early on, huh?
yeah, this was literally like our
Okay,
first
okay.
encounter, literally our first encounter. So I'm not gonna be like holding a grudge about it because like at that time I had an ex and all that, so I was like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get mad. But she was like looking for this guy's number. The guy was like gay. The guy was gay. Well, I didn't even know his number. But I was like, oh, like, I don't know his number, so sorry, but like, sorry, like, for buying. I'm like, oh. And then she was like, well, I noticed, like, your username has WWE in it. So my old Snapchat username was WWE Clips 360 because I made the account when I was 10. But, yeah. So she knew WWE was in my name, and she accidentally let out the big word for most of us here, and I like wrestling too. And, you know, meeting somebody who likes wrestling is already fun.
W.
The instant
W.
connection. But it was a girl this time, so I'm like, guys, it was a girl.
Guys, she was the girl.
No, but I was happy, and I really showed her my love for her because I told her like, oh, like school just started, and I went to an AEW event not that long ago, and like, you want to see some of the videos? Because like, I really have a passion for pro wrestling, and I think pro wrestling is what really defines me, and it will define me in the future. I really am like, it's a serious goal in my life, and I have the materials right in front of me, and I'm kind of just waiting to capitalize on it. But you know, she told me that she liked wrestling too, and that she watches more WWE, and I was really like, I was so happy because, I don't want to get too
found
personal,
someone
but
to click with it.
yeah, usually, life before that, I was very like, I would say I'll talk to friends in school, but at home I was kind of just a glunk. I wouldn't do anything. I had nobody to be around really, so I was just very alone. So I talked to her out of school a lot, and no, it was just about wrestling. Our whole connection was just wrestling. I told her about all these companies, and we just kind of clicked off, and we kept on talking. And then it was like 3 days after that, I was like, oh, like, I don't want to, like, do this, but, like, I have feelings for her. Like, I had, one of my friends, she was a girl, too, so she could eavesdrop on all the girl information. You know how girls are. So
Yeah.
she was like, yeah, I heard that she likes you, too, and all of this. And I was like, oh, like, I don't want to say it, though. And then it's like, oh, I'm not ready for a relationship or anything. So I was like, oh, like... Because I was like, oh, like, I don't know. It's rare for me too because I don't know. I have this kind of like, I don't know if it's like a disease or anything, but I find myself very unattractive. So for me, I like hiding my face.
So
a lot.
it's
That's-
yeah, it's a disorder that I also have. It's called facial dysphoria, where you don't like how you look
yeah.
presently yourself, and it's something that you like. Oh, I don't like this. I just like this about myself. It's something. It's
Yeah.
something interesting.
I don't let it like hold me back though. Like
Hmm.
it's not like I'm always gonna wear a mask at school. Like if I
Yeah,
have
no.
to, I'll like show my face. Like let's say, so give it an example. A year from now, I'll probably be wrestling, and I'm gonna be showing everybody here clips and highlights of just me training. That's something where I'm like, oh, like all right, yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to show my face, which is fine. Like if y'all
Mhm.
make fun of it, it's kind of just y'all look sad because I'm the one doing wrestling while y'all are here on the game doing wrestling. So that's nothing for me to really worry about. But it's just like
Mhm.
photos and stuff like that. It kind of like, I don't know. For me, I just don't like seeing my face. Sometimes I
Mhm.
do, but it's like I only like a serious expression on my face. I just feel like it looks best. It
Absolutely.
doesn't look too weird. So um, most of the photos of me and my girlfriend, I have a serious face, and I guess
Always
she'll
like not
post it on her
happy.
story sometimes. And I guess lots of her friends don't like me, and I guess
Mhm.
they think I'm unhappy with her. I'm
Man,
not.
fuck them bitches, bro.
Yeah, she had a lot of friends that I just really didn't like,
Oh,
and um,
she's disappearing.
no, there's some friends. She only has like one friend now, and honestly, I'm
Mhm.
not like, she's all right. I mean, like, she can be mean, I guess, according to my girlfriend, what she says. But it's nothing where I'm like, hey, that's actually kind of hurtful, and like, I don't feel safe you being around them. But there's been
Mhm.
girls like where they've been trying to get her to ditch me when we're me and her making plans that are just like whores, you know, like the bitches that try to put makeup on their face and they only date like the ghetto good looking dudes that literally like cheat on
The
them.
hot Cheeto girls.
Yeah, like stuff like that. And then there's been
Oh,
like
fuck
girls that
no.
are just like white girls that are like, if he doesn't do this for you, that's a red flag. But I'm like, bitch, I don't make money, dude. Like, hey, come on. Like, it's
You wanna
not
know where all
like
that
I'm
money
like,
goes, dude? It goes to all like Noah Blitz's like family food like portions, dude, that he
no, no.
gets. That's
But
where all
like,
his money
I
goes.
don't make a lot of money, so when I do, I kind of like, I guess it could be bad, but I like using it on myself because I don't really get the privilege of buying stuff. I don't get stuff bought
Hmm.
for me. And I guess, yeah, I
Yeah,
can see why,
it's.
like, sometimes
Mhm.
she'll get mad or, like, friends will see it as bad. But I try my best. I remember, like, last year for
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, her friend was like, if he doesn't get you a Valentine's Day gift, that's an ultimate red flag, and you should probably leave him. And I'm like, why do you girls, like, try to get her to leave me, like, y'all don't know how I act, like, I'm not trying to, like, trauma dump, but I've been through a lot in my life. So I'm like, y'all don't know the stuff that I go through, and, like,
Hmm.
I'm not trying to sound like emo, but I'm like I try my best to be happy and like
So
I
are the
try to
good girls like
no,
bad guys?
it's like I don't know, cause I'm like y'all make y'all's assumptions just because how I look, but like I'm very
Hmm.
nice. Like I don't try to do anything, and if I do, I'll apologize. Usually, I'll stop if you have a problem with me doing something, or like trying to
Absolutely.
think, like if you wanted like I don't know. You won't know me till you actually talk to me. Yeah, I get that I look very intimidating sometimes, cause like with straight face. But like, you shouldn't really try to like manipulate somebody to break up with somebody. You know, like I've been very lonely for all of my life, and trust me, I'm very happy that she left. But she's probably gonna get on the phone, so I don't know if I should wait.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just she's really helped me with life, and I get
Hmm.
that people can say like, oh, well, but y'all argue a lot and all that. We don't really argue. I think me and her just like we're not like that couple that's lovey. We're kind of just funny. Like I see her as my best friend because like
Absolutely.
realistically, we can always argue like not in a serious way, but it's more like bro, just let me play games, and it's like no, and it's like it's more like we're friends. I'm not gonna be like, oh, like, let me just talk to this girl to make you jealous just because I can't play the game. But I don't know. I think she's helped me through lots of problems in my life, and
Respectable.
yeah, she's
Understandable.
helped me through lots and lots, and she's always supported me. And you know, there's been people here that really didn't want to show their girlfriends this game because you know it's weird. But she's always believed in me, and that really meant a lot to me. You know, she's helped me through lots, and she actually supported me doing this. And I told her, yeah, it might be weird, but if I can't really make myself the best in a video game, wrestling-wise, then how am I going to be the best when I'm older and actually wrestling? So this is more like the goal for me to just try to accomplish. That way I'm like, when I get in the ring, I'm going to have a goal in life, and like I'll be able to achieve that goal with stuff I do.
Yeah. Understandable.
She's yeah, she's
Absolutely.
really nice though. She's helped me a lot. And to all of her
Absolutely.
bitch friends, I am so glad to see her show me y'all getting heartbroken on y'all Snap stories and Insta stories when y'all date a good-looking dude that just cheats on you.
So what
yeah.
a good girls like that
so
guy.
I may not look the best to y'all, but y'all are the ones that are crying on y'all stories after. That's really not my problem.
That's why you gotta pull out the invincible. You gotta pull out the invincibles.
Yeah, it's really not my
but
problem.
yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. This is also another IRL question that comes from Alex. How many kids do y'all want in the future? I know this is a big question, and I don't know if you all ever like had that one conversation that just out of nowhere pops up.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm not gonna lie, we're kind of at a standstill for kids. Me personally, I already have 3 siblings. I have 1 older brother and 2 younger siblings. But, for the older siblings, or for the younger siblings, it's just, fuck, dude, it's so much work, honestly. And I get some people have different things, like some people don't have to take care of their siblings, but me, I don't have to take care of them all the time, but I'm always helping with them. And, you know, sometimes it gets so stressful, and I'm just like, I do not want kids, like, it's not going to help me, and honestly, I get that people want to, like, pass down their bloodline and tradition, but for me, it's just, it's draining. It's not something that I'm going to want to deal with when I'm older.
The
But,
Ruby
like, I wanna
bloodline
have-
ends with Ruby.
No, I don't want to have a kid though. I will, but it's more of a matter of when, because I think she wants them when I'm like 20, and that's just way too young for me, because I don't want to seem selfish or anything, but when I'm a wrestler, if I become like a really great one, I'm not trying to have kids really. This is going to seem messed up. If I have an older kid in like 2050 and you see this, don't get mad at me. But I just don't... I just don't want kids being in my way of success when I'm close to becoming a wrestler.
Imagine if your kid ever imagine you, because these videos are never gonna disappear. Let's say I end up like never, because this is the thing. I will mention this right now. I'm not gonna do this forever. I'm not gonna do YouTube forever.
Definitely.
This will probably be here just for the shits and giggles, just for people to go back and see, like, you know, kind of like a little time capsule if you think about it. But
Yeah.
let's say that would be kind of funny if you showed your future kid this, and then he's like, "What the fuck do you mean by, oh, if you didn't have me, huh? What you mean by that?" Like, that was a long time ago, you know.
It's just not in my plans, you know, like I can't have
Yeah.
something like a kid really in my way when I'm trying to achieve my own goals. That's just not gonna end up
Absolutely.
fit for me. I don't want to be the dad that like never achieved his goal, and now he has to pass it to his kid. Fuck them kids. I need to achieve this goal myself. This is something I'm striving for here. Okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
They become wrestlers when they're older. Good for them. But this is something I really need for me. I need to really be around to prove lots of my family that doubt me that I'm gonna be the best one there is in the bloodline. I think that's
The
a
bloodline?
huge goal. My bloodline. Again, not to be like dramatic, but lots of people in my family just don't care for me. They don't like me, and they always doubt me a lot. I'm like the black sheep of the family, and sometimes people can relate. But for me, I don't
Yeah.
want to be like, I don't want to be the one that like gets doubted and just doesn't do anything about it. I don't want to be the one that gets doubted and just acts like friendly. I just want to be able to like really prove everybody, either make them proud or just prove them wrong, that like I'm gonna be the man that is like the most known in the family, and that's the best man of the family.
Absolutely.
That's why I want to become a
absolutely.
wrestler so bad to make it, because when they have kids and all that, and when my parents are old and all that, they'll really view me as like the kid, their kid, like that's the son who made it in life.
Mm-hmm.
Or that's the one who really
Absolutely.
achieved greatness.
The
I
wrestling.
know it sounds
Be
cocky.
like your brother, Rude. Be like your brother, Sky. Be like him. If you can't be like him, then I don't want you.
For me, I just
It's
want
just
to
like
be like,
parents
I don't
be
even
like
want to
that
sound cocky.
sometimes.
I just want to be the one that achieves greatness because for me, that's more of a legacy thing that I am like very into.
No,
I
yeah,
want
no,
my
absolutely.
legacy to really be something special for everybody.
Leave something behind, you know.
Yeah.
Leave something behind that people could
Me
admire
personally,
you
if
for.
I do have kids, I want them when I'm like old, like 38. I don't really want kids like right in my prime of wrestling. Yeah, that's something my girlfriend does really have a problem with. But you know, I just gotta look at it like it's a sacrifice for me. It's something I need to do. Like I
Yeah.
need to really prove to everybody that I can really be a wrestler. And like, there's definitely lots of people in this community and like this game that I want to keep contact with when I'm older because it'd be really great. You know, like people like you, Inko, Hardbark,
Mhm.
Vacation Guy, maybe even Mike and Cryptic, and like just people everywhere. Like all these people, if they really like, if they're really like super invested and just keep on being friends, and like definitely when I'm done
Yeah.
with this, because I'm gonna be real, it's probably coming up next year. Because once they give me the go to actually start debuting in reality of wrestling after a 2-year training process, I'm definitely gonna call it quits for here. And I don't know if I'll be on Discord and all that on that. So if it's like people that really like care, then I'm like immediately I will give them my phone number, like stuff like that. Like if you really want progress, I'll give you my phone number. Hell, I'll even like once I'm old enough to drive and all that, I'm almost close to that. I'll even drive across the country to like meet up and just hang out with you. To just be close and stay close. I think one person I still want to do with that is just Aardvark. I think Aardvark or Inko. Somebody, or even Vacation Guy. I think those are the people that I'm really close and personal with because those are the people where I'm like, if me and you both want to become wrestlers, then I would gladly like drive to the place that you live and like I'll bring you back home and we can just rent out somewhere, like rent out an apartment and we can just both go to the same wrestling school. I've had discussions with that with Aardvark and I've had discussions with that with Vacation Guy. Those are definitely two people I really want to keep close contact with because I would love to really like, okay, I'm not trying to like dox Vacation Guy, but I would love to drive to North Carolina and pick up Nathan.
You're doxing them. You're doxing them. I'm gonna find them now.
No,
Just because of
me
that.
and Vacation Guy are close, but I think
It's
I would
funny
love
enough.
to-
Funny enough, North Carolina is a place where I'm gonna go next. So I might go find Vacation Guy myself. In the open.
Yeah, I'd love to like live in a dorm room, not in a dorm room, but an apartment with Nathan. And I think me and Nathan would really get along together and actually like, I would be happy if me and him could really like train together. Because that's somebody that's been around since I was a rookie on this game. So, and plus it's not like we're all 10 to the point where if we do quit this game, we have to be gone for a long time. It's more like we're kind of going into adulthood. So once I do quit this game, there's definitely going to be people I'm going to talk to, like Caden, Nathan, lots of people, probably like Alexander, Isaiah. I'm calling them by their real names because I just want to show, like, I'm not going to be driving to your house and saying, "Are you Vacation Guy?" I'd rather just like, yeah. So Vacation Guy's real name is Nathan, so me and him are close enough to really call each other like Sky and Nathan. But definitely when I'm a wrestler and wrestler in training, I definitely want to like have Nathan by my side because he's really somebody that would help me just get through that hard training process.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We love that homie Alexander.
Alexander's cool, bro. He's funny.
We love Alexander. We love that guy.
I don't know if I'll live with him though. Like,
I was saying we were just talking about
What's
how he's close with you guys and he like calls you by y'all's actual name. That's how close he's all with all.
Aw, I love you too, Sky.
yeah. Anyway.
Absolutely. Next question, because I feel like we're getting stuck on some questions like for a while, And this video
Yeah,
is
yeah.
gonna be like 3 fucking hours long. And it's gonna take me a
Hey, that's
shitload
fun,
to
though,
go
you know,
through.
that's content for you.
No. I
and-
mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining shit. It's more for people to just sit down and actually hear everything about you. And I think that
Yeah,
I think
I
that's
was
the
listening to
cool part
your
about it.
podcast with Shep during class, and it actually helped me got through the class. Like, I was just sitting there, and I was
Yes.
actually just invested the whole time. It was cool.
Speaking of Shep, we might have to bring him back on maybe a little bit later down the line. I definitely do want to sit down and actually have like a really, really big conversation with him about everything. Because I
Yeah.
know he told
He's
me
cool.
when everything's all said and done, I do want to do one final one with him before eventually I also drop the ball here and dip. Because I mean, yeah, it's kind of true. We're all not gonna be here all the time. It's something that
Definitely,
definitely we're all gonna have to leave at one point. So
And for people who
but
think
yeah,
I'm gonna
next-
pass on my shit, people who think I'm gonna pass on my legacy, fuck you. I'm bringing that shit with me when I go. Yeah, so there's not gonna be
Nah,
me
that's nice.
passing up the glow stick or anything, passing up my glasses. No,
pass it
I'm
to
leaving.
Mike. Pass it to Mike.
I'm not giving it to anybody.
Fuck you, kids.
No, I'm not gonna leave it with anybody. I think I want my kids, my Rec
Mhm.
Room kids, to really fend off on their own. I don't really want to give them a title that they have to live up to. I want them to make their own legacy. They shouldn't be the son of Ruby. They should just be their own source.
Absolutely. Just like the Hunger Champ, Noah Blitz.
He says, "Are you gonna be Ruby God Gaming and Art Wrestling?" Yeah, totally.
But
So for those that don't know, my ring name is going to be Ruby God Gaming. They're gonna say your new champion, Ruby God Gaming.
no, Ruby
No.
Giat Gaming, chat.
So,
Ruby Giat Gaming of the fat fucking ass that he carried around.
my name that I'm trying to think right now is probably just gonna be Sky Christian. Christian is my middle name. So I think that would be nice. Sky Christian. But if not, I'm just gonna go with the full name, Sky Guitarist. I think I would like my full name being the name that everybody knows.
Dude, that's actually pretty sick. Actually, now that I
Yeah,
think about it, that's
it's
actually
my
pretty cool.
personal liking.
Well, speaking of companies, what are some IRL companies you want to go into? Let's say, because you talk about how your wrestling career, you want to do this, full thing, you want to take it to the next level. So what are companies that you're looking at that you would really want to step into?
So I'm being super realistic. This is a fact. This is not just me bullshitting. The company that I'm
Mhm.
starting off in is Reality of Wrestling. I'm going through a 2-year process of training, and after that, they're going to let me debut, and I'm actually close to some of the people that work there. I'm close to the head trainer there. He's a really cool guy, and I've got to see Booker T a lot, and he's really cool. He's really cool to be around, and I cannot wait till this summer when I'm going to start that 2-year process to really get to know Booker T and just help him, like, try to get advice and tips from him. But, there's lots of cool wrestlers that, like, people don't
Mhm.
know, but they're really cool, I've grown a strong relationship with Brian Keith, who's now on AEW, and that man, I've been really training with them ever since I was a little kid, so it's really fun seeing him make it to AEW, but also just him being there. He's like my mentor, He's there to help me as soon as I start training, and once I'm 18 and able to drive, he's said that he's going to be there for me to actually really get into it, and he's going to take me under his wing to really
Mhm.
adapt his style of pro wrestling, which is that Japanese strong style. And yeah, I know that's going to hurt like hell, but that's a style I'm really wanting to do. I think a style that I'm really wanting to do wrestling-wise in real life is going to be some strong style and some luchador style. I'm
So
a
would
big
you
man,
ever
but
think-
I can definitely do crazy stuff.
Would you
So
would
that's
you
fun.
ever think of ever trying to go to? You talk about Japanese style wrestling. You talk about all that stuff. Would you ever think New Japan New Japan would be a place that you would actually eventually, down the road, like from
Down the
now to then, would you ever want to go step into that?
I would
circle?
definitely go to some shows, but like being a New Japan face, I don't know. Honestly, like I like New Japan, it's really cool, but
Mhm.
like it's nothing of my interest. It's not like I'd rather be in America because like New Japan, it's a little stressful being overseas and just being far away from people that you love.
Absolutely.
I don't know. If
Homie's
they
gonna
gave
go
me
to-
the
homie's
opportunity,
gonna
I
go
would
to
definitely
TNA.
take Fuck no, never mind.
No, Holmes gonna go to
No,
Ring of
joking.
Honor.
When you view it as like a regular person, you'll talk shit about TNA and MLW and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have like the mindset of a wrestler, it's more like, hey, like that's a good place because more people watch that product. So even if it's bad, I'm still getting eyes on me. You know, I'm getting views, which helps us in like the main run.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we're gonna go ahead and move on like that. Did you know that Alex's thing is kind of like Drake's? Is what he put at the end of those questions. Did you know his shit is like Drake? What
I heard
spaghetti
it was
noodle?
like, I heard it was like an ant's life.
That shit shaped like an anteater. That shit shaped like an anteater's tongue.
Jesus.
God
I'll
damn.
send you pictures
Well, anyways.
after.
Okay, buddy. All right. Well, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next question. This comes from Rise. What's your favorite faction so far in ROH that you've seen, in your opinion?
Favorite faction?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's not a lot of factions, like, really. If you can say currently, I guess British Strong Style, but it's not really like a brag because there's only like 2 factions, like 2 or 3 factions. Throughout Rec Room though, like throughout like Ring of Honor history, I'd say Bullet Club. I think it was so cool Gen 2 having Aardvark run, or it was Gen 1, actually, it was Gen 1, having Aardvark be the leader of the Bullet Club, and it was literally like, it took over Ring of Honor as Storm. It was cool. I think he did it well. He was a great leader for it.
Absolutely. I definitely see that. This comes from Shay Cross. What was the biggest pop that you have had in your career so far?
My hometown match, my second 5-star match in Houston, Texas. I think that was one of my favorite matches, maybe even my favorite match ever. It was great because I got to really wrestle somebody that I really love, Zinko. He's been there since day one, you know. When RZW shut down, he was with that group. He was with that group that trusted me to really open up Ring of Honor, and they trusted me to present them to the world. So when me and him had that great match and I got my moment to win world titles, the crowd went ballistic, and I think, I'm not even trying to be cocky, but that is the biggest pop in Rec Room Wrestling history. So for me to get that is, you know, very, very nice and accomplishing.
Definitely. I enjoyed. Sadly, I wasn't able to commentate half of the match because I did have to disappear for a little bit. But I watched it.
That's fine.
I watched it in full.
Yeah.
I got to watch the ending live as well. If y'all weren't there live, it was. I guess I think that's the one thing that a lot of people don't understand. It's like, oh yeah, on video it looks cool, but when you're there in person, there's a different feel, a different atmosphere. And it's fucking great. It's fantastic getting to watch people's reactions, especially the crowd. The crowd was so into that match, and I think that's the major key difference that separates the good from the great, and what separates the great from the future legends of wrestling. And I think that's where you kind of, I mean, you've always elevated yourself. I mean, damn well, you've always done everything by your hand, but that match pushed you from being great to the god status now. This is where that match definitely gave you that extra push into there, which, I mean, you didn't need, but shit, you went and did it. And I again, we are all very proud of you of how far you've gone. Definitely.
It's fun though because
flowers whenever you're done.
It helps me out. Yeah, it definitely helps. Most wrestlers like don't get it, so you kind of like put yourself in that category of legendary, or like at least one of the best. When people recognize your theme, people know you regularly, and like people who just go to shows know you. So it's good because usually most Rec Room wrestlers, they get cheered, yeah, but nobody really remembers them or knows them by their music. So I love using my current theme, Still Tipping, and I love that everybody knows it. I love that I don't need to like really come out for everybody to know it's me. I love that they hear Still Tipping on 4/4s, and everybody instantly knows in their mind that's Ruby. So
Did you
I'm
know
really
that your
good.
Did you know your song is in the popular game on Rec Room called The Hood?
I did not know that. I got
Yeah,
my
they're
game
they're
from-
it is funny. It's funny as shit because I remember this is like nothing that involves with the interview, but when the guys are we're literally bored off our minds, we go into that game, and we went recently playing that game, and we were running around in cars, shooting in the hood, as the hoodlums would say, or and, and your song was playing on the radio. And it was great. It was great. Oh, wake up!
Wake up!
Wake up! Wake up! I'm sorry. I don't pay my cameraman a lot. I'm sorry. It's just
You're good.
I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I pay him like
Yeah.
3 tokens per video, so it's kind of sad. I
Damn.
apologize.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm getting a call real quick.
Flint, you have a call. Flint, you have a call. Ladies and gentlemen, fuck you. At least my cameraman has hair. Yeah, you ever think about that, huh? You ever think about that? Patient zero.
All right, sorry to be.
You eat corn.
unprofessional,
You eat
but-
corn the long way.
Okay, here, hold on. We can finish this definitely like today. I'm not gonna be gone for
Mhm.
like. I'll probably be gone for like 10 minutes. I just gotta help my family clean. You know how Mexican
Yeah,
household.
yeah, let me just pause here. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruby's gotta go be a little Mexican boy and clean his house.
Yeah, shit.
But ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
Give me
with
a
more
bit.
action.
Give me a bit. Give me like 10 minutes. So I can,
Again for like the fourth
the
time.
third time.
Third, fourth time, somewhere around there. But your next question, we're gonna go straight into them again. This comes from Power. Who do you see in your eyes that's the next world champion? I mean, I already know who, what plans lie ahead. But in your opinion,
Next world champion,
who,
like Ring of
who do
Honor.
you see as the next world champion? That's what he says. In your eyes, who is the next world champion that you see?
So I already know the ending to Wrestle Kingdom. I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah, I already know who's gonna be the world champion by then. So I'll answer after. After? So I am going to have a certain someone come into Ring of Honor, and if they are consistent with the job, they are going to be the man that defeats the world champion and will be the... Let me think, hold on. They will be the 8th Ring of Honor world champion ever. So,
In chat,
yeah.
I guess that should tickle your pickle because he said if and when he comes back. So it
Yeah.
may be, you never know. Gives you time
But
to think
anyway.
about who could it possibly be. But that's
Could
interesting.
be,
And that's interesting.
Could be
Definitely.
KM, could be ST, SA, it could be JS, JF, it could be RG,
Could be John F. Kennedy.
I, it could be AF, it could be P. There's lots of faces that could be the Ring of Honor World Champion by summertime.
Yeah. Well, only time will tell now who will
Yeah.
be the next world champion. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have three more questions, and then our interview finally will come to a close. But
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and say, what is this comes from Meme Maker? What is your opinion on the XNT stars?
I like them. Some of them are cool, you know. I like Ralph's. That's somebody who's really been special to me out of the XMT group because he's very interesting to say the least, and I want to hang out with him more. There's been people like Sway that have honestly just helped me build Ring of Honor with technology. And I think he's really cool about that. Winter, who's very nice to me. You know, Winter's a very sweet little kid, and he's very polite all the time. And, you know, people I wouldn't mind working with, you know. I had a chance to work with Jupiter. He used to be Big Bearded Boy. I wouldn't have minded it, you know, but not the time yet, you know. But, he's interesting, too. I think he's made a name for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Some people didn't like Sam Kirito, but, he's somebody that I'm trying to be, like, I'm trying to train more. for Ring of Honor. Clearly, you know, like WIW. I can see why. So I'm kind of training him more for a U.S. place, and I'm pretty sure he'll like that one. What
Yeah,
the fuck
absolutely.
was that?
Sorry, it's my alarm. My alarm for this would be the time where I would go choke the chicken, but it's I'm busy at the moment.
Yeah, excuse me for holding you back on that chicken checking session.
Yeah, absolutely. We know how desperate those can get sometimes.
And while I am talking here in this interview, I have Chef Bandicoot texting me to resize an image for a thumbnail, and I will do both at the same time. I will multitask.
All right.
We all have our
Well,
bosses.
absolutely. But guess we'll move on to the next question. This comes from Shadow. He says, "Who do you think will be every legend's successor?" I don't know what he entails by that, but I'm guessing like when all said and
Lots
done,
of rookies,
to like
yeah. Lots of rookies. Oh, your workers. Sleep.
wake up.
Yeah. I feel like that was a setup question for me to say Kai is gonna give it to him, but that's not what's happening. Me and Kai were texting today, and he was like, "Yeah, honestly, Shadow Beast is cool and all, but he just acts like he's too much of a pro. Like he tries to hang around the big boys too much." And yeah, I can agree. Like he's always like that rookie that tries to act like he's with the big stars, but like you're not that guy. You're just not that guy. Like, yeah, like learn your fucking role, bitch. No fucking. But I'm like, come on, like don't rush into stuff.
Understandable.
A successor that I can see is just, I'd say Inca would give it to somebody probably like fairly new. If it was like one of the X and T guys, I feel like it would be somebody who matches his style. Like I could see Inca giving it to Ralph's if Ralph's becomes more like fast-paced and energetic. I could see Pedro giving it to somebody like Danny Diamond because they both like match up kind of. They're both like that normal pace. I could see somebody like let me think. I don't think Vacation Guy. Vacation Guy's not. I'm not trying to force Vacation Guy to do stuff, but I'm not gonna let him pass it on to anybody because Vacation Guy is too nice, and I feel like there's gonna be like that one son of a bitch that knows that Vacation Guy can't say no to them, so they're gonna be like, "Can you pass on your net legacy to me?" So I'm just gonna tell Vacation Guy, yeah, don't let anybody do it. I could see Noah Blitz passing on his trying to be nice here. I can see him trying to pass up to somebody I don't know, probably a rookie that we haven't
Pass it on to Grimace.
You know, I can't really decide though, you know, there's lots of like
I
older
would
people.
love to pass it on to somebody else, but I feel like I kind of already did that. But it was like in an opportunity where I really didn't have a choice. In all honesty,
Yeah, so it really wouldn't count.
it doesn't count. But I think I definitely do see like one or two people who definitely when all said and done, I'm gonna drop it to. Someone who I think deserves it. I think someone who needs that, who hasn't gotten the opportunity to get to the big leagues yet. I think definitely is it should be someone who still struggles to get there, but needs just that one push of encouragement. You know what I mean? But
when I retire, I'm not passing down my legacy for shit.
No, I know you're not, alright?
I'm passing down like, I'm probably gonna pass down like a book of tips.
You gonna pass down your glasses to one of your kids?
Not really. I think all my kids wear my glasses already.
That is true.
I'll just probably, I already know that out of the three, if they stick with this, I know Cryptic will be the best storyteller. I know Mike Trout will be the best wrestler in ring. That's what I cater to a lot, is in-ring storytelling. And I know that Irish will be up there too.
Irish will just be cameraman.
No, he's good. I just feel like he's not at that level.
No,
He's got to keep on bringing in that work.
Yeah, he needs to grow that fire in him and just keep going. That's the one thing. So just not giving up early on. But no, absolutely. I think we'll ask one more question. This comes, let's see. This comes from Zero. Who's the most underrated Rec Room wrestler in your opinion?
Bruiser. Bruiser without a doubt. There's so many people that doubt him and still doubt him. He's cool.
Who doubts him?
Lots of people. Kai got mad when I told him that Bruiser was better than him. But like, hey, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not saying you're bad, but Bruiser is something, bro. Like, Bruiser knows what he's doing.
The
Bruiser
era
knows
of
how to
Bruiser
work.
quite literally is here to stay.
Yeah, he's really good. And even when he drops that title, I don't know when, but when, like, he drops it, I'm definitely gonna keep him with plans. Like,
Yeah,
definitely.
no, absolutely.
Like, what's it
Absolutely.
called?
I think Bruiser's momentum is not gonna stop after Wrestle
Yeah,
Kingdom.
he's
I think it's
crazy
still gonna
good.
continue going.
I'm not trying to throw shade, but like with WRW having him like sit out with an arm injury, and then FRW having him lose to JD,
You,
I'm like,
you want to know why? You want to know why he's sitting out with an arm injury? In all honesty,
why?
because he can't make it.
Oh,
That's the only reason we're sitting out. It's okay. We're not sitting him out because we want to. It's because
No.
he can't make it. He told us. He's like. This is literally Bruiser to us. He's like, so I may or may not make it, but I don't think I will. So then Goji's like, okay, for story purposes, we're gonna make sure we look like you're out of commission. So don't worry. It's not because we want to.
Yeah. Okay, my bad. But Bruce is just somebody that like he gets shit talked when he doesn't do anything. I like how he stays quiet. Like you can talk shit and he'll just look at you like this. And then when he goes out in the ring, he puts on a great match for the crowd. I think my one thing is he needs a bit more character. He's a heel, but like I want him to like embrace it more.
Yeah,
For
he needs
him-
to evolve a bit.
Yeah, he does more. He just does what I say. Like for the Super Card of Honor match, I was in a party with them, and I was kind of constructing them what to do. And I was like, Bruiser, you got to talk more to the crowd, and like you got to like do moves more, because like he's a great wrestler, but he can't work his character into his wrestling. He can't really work into his heel. Like he's crazy good, but you don't see him use really like too many heel tactics.
Yeah.
That's all I'll tell him. Like at least talk crap to the crowd or do something that people won't.
No,
want.
yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's gonna be the next part to his character building. It's getting him to interact with the audience, get him to get the
a little
audience
bit
to feel
more.
kind of like what Zero does when he does his promos.
Yeah.
Like he gets into the crowd, he gets make sure that he gets his point across, even if it means brutally attacking the audience with his voice and just going into them, making sure they understand why he's there. And I think that's what Bruiser needs. He needs a little bit of help with it, but definitely with the right person, with the right tips and tricks and everything in between. I definitely can see him evolving from what he is now to a bigger level above everybody else.
Yeah, he's definitely got it though. Like he's got that spark in him. I
Mhm.
think if you're watching this Bruiser, my one part of advice is that, and try to work on your pacing. I like Bruiser. I love fast-paced wrestling, but he does it a little like too much, where it's like the whole match, even if it's like trying to be dramatic, it's super fast, where it doesn't give people enough time to really like capture that emotion in the match.
Absolutely.
But you know, he's got plenty of chances to keep on working on that.
Well, can't wait to see where he goes from here. Can't wait to see what's in the future for Bruiser. Definitely, I can't wait to see what happens after Wrestle Kingdom.
Yes.
I've heard that it's going to be great. The momentum is going to keep building, and I know ROH is going to exceed expectations and go above and
I hope
beyond
so.
this year. I definitely can see it.
I think
Well, Mr.
one thing
Ruby.
I can do
Oh, go ahead.
for the ending of this great, amazing video that took us a little longer than an hour.
Yeah.
I will leave you with some Ring of Honor secrets that I think I can tell. I think people will be fine with me telling you. So I will confirm that it is going to be me versus Bandy at Wrestle Kingdom. I know people have been seeing the poster, and yeah, I really didn't want to keep it too much of a secret, because then it would be me going out on a limb of not selling tickets. So I kind of just threw it out there for y'all to see. But yes, it is official, and me versus Bandy is in like the plans of happening at Wrestle
I'll
Kingdom.
go ahead and leave the camera to you
Yeah.
for the time being.
Yeah. Feel free. So me versus Bandy is definitely planned. Okay, if it doesn't happen, I will say it is because Bandy is taking, he's getting surgery Tuesday. Not big surgery, but he's getting surgery Tuesday, and I wish him the best of luck. I hope it goes amazing. But he will be good. He'll be fine by then. So for those that are watching, yes, I'm facing Bandy at Wrestle Kingdom 2, and I will announce 3 of the pay-per-views after Wrestle Kingdom 2 for those that love Ring of Honor Weekly and those that really like focusing on Ring of Honor shows. So after Wrestle Kingdom 2, I plan to do Ring of Honor Reigns Supreme 2. So that was fun in the past, and I cannot wait for the future. I will probably give you, I'll give you one match that I'm going to do. I'll give y'all one confirmed match that's in the works, and if the guy can make it, it's going to happen. Me against a person that goes by JF. I will give you that. That is a confirmed match to happen. I talked to him, I DM'd him. Yes, he is going to appear at Wrestle Kingdom 2. That is the plan right now. I'm not promising that he is, but it is the plan. The plan is he is going to appear at Wrestle Kingdom 2, and me versus him will happen at Honor Reigns Supreme. I also have plans for our host of this show to be involved with his team a lot more than usual, and he will also be on the card for Honor Reigns Supreme. There's definitely going to be some title changes at Wrestle Kingdom. That is something that I will confirm. And at Honor Reigns Supreme, I'm going to tell you this. It will not be story enders. The matches that will happen at Honor Reigns Supreme will most likely be continuations. Because after Honor Reigns Supreme, we are heading into Ring of Honor Blood and Guts 3. And that is a very proud announcement for me. And I am going to confirm you this. Ring of Honor Blood and Guts 3 will be back in Minute Maid Park for that. That is great for me. I'm so happy to be back in Minute Maid Park. It is a nice looking venue. So there's definitely going to be some heat and some big violence in that pay-per-view. So if you're all about deathmatch wrestling, hey, 2 months from now, maybe 3, Ring of Honor Blood and Guts 3. And I will leave you with one final thing before we wrap this up. During summer, the pay-per-view that is scheduled after Ring of Honor Blood and Guts 3, I'm going to say we are heading back on sea on the Jericho yacht. We are going back, baby. Ring of Honor on Sea Part 3. That is going to be very fun. That is a summer pay-per-view. And for those that do not know, Ring of Honor has been known for making unique shows. So we are going to definitely go back on sea on the Jericho cruise. And I want... I don't know if I should say... Okay. I'm not going to promise this. This isn't a confirmation. But the plans will be that it will be a 2-day, yes, a 2-day event. And we are going to have concerts involved. It will be more of a vacation. It will happen on the weekend more than likely. And I'm going to try my hardest to partner up with big rock productions like Afonso Productions, people like Corey on Rec Room. I'm going to associate it because it's never been done. We're going to get concerts on the yacht, and we are going to get wrestling matches on the yacht. It is going to be a 2-day event, and I cannot wait because I know that's going to be fun for all of us because it is summertime. That is going to be very fun, and I promise that the map for this is going to look amazing. It will look great, and I'm very sure you will all love this. yeah, there's lots of big things for Ring of Honor that I'm happy to announce here, because if the people that watch them actually watch till the end, yes, you are gonna get some news. And I got one no okay I got one more thing and then I'll drop it. So for those that do not know, there are 2 owners of Ring of Honor, and I'm not gonna make any promises, but there have been talks, and let's just say by July/August, I have plans of doing Ring of Honor All In at Wembley Stadium, because I am inspired by AEW to do it, and that is going to be in August maybe. I'm not going to confirm this. That is a big idea in my head. I've been trying to do a Ring of Honor All In show because I really wanted to make history, and that might be the actual biggest show in Rec Room. I get that Wrestle Kingdom is currently the biggest show in Rec Room, but that, for All In, our goal is going to be 500 plus people going. That is a big goal, and we are going to try to do that. And maybe, just maybe, no promises, in August for Ring of Honor All In, we might see the return of the second owner of Ring of Honor. So that is going to be very fun for people. Ring of Honor has lots of plans this year. They're very big. And that's all I got to say for Ring of Honor news. Please check out my YouTube channel, the OneSkyIAm. Thank you, Saki, for letting me on this amazing show. This amazing interview was fun. It might have taken all day, but it really made my day, man. I think it was very fun. I cannot wait to really see this uploaded. And you can also check out this same video on my channel too, because I'm gonna.
Yeah, I know the fucker wants me to send them the fucking footage as well, so I'll also send them. I'll also send them this. But yeah, I guess I guess we can tease one last thing, I guess.
Let's tease it.
You know what? I think definitely I'm gonna put back the camera a little bit. I'm gonna open it back up a little bit again. You see, there's one thing that I think a lot of people don't realize, that sometimes when a door closes, another one reopens, and I think sooner or later the door will be reopened one last time, and a new chapter will begin as a sort of teaser for some people. So whoever watches this to the end will understand. If you don't get it, just wait. Only time will tell. Just wait. But if not,
it will. Yeah.
If you understand,
it could be after Wrestle Kingdom. It could be 3 months from now. Just wait.
Yeah. Never know.
And the last thing, I'll confirm this myself. Shep Bandicoot is coming to Ring of Honor on VR, because that's what I booked. Shep Bandicoot is becoming a official Ring of Honor wrestler, and he is going to win the world. No,
imagine. Imagine if that was the case. Imagine if he had Shep just come back on VR.
That would break the internet, bro. That would break Rec Room. No, but on the real scale though, I do have plans to bring back Aardvark. For those that miss him, I've been talking to him more daily. Me and him are very close.
Inko's so fucking upset.
He's been discussing on trying to come back. He has a broken remote, and he's on the Quest 2. So once he gets his stuff fixed, he's definitely going to be back. And I'll be in July.
That's what it was. What is it, Inko? You're raising your hand. What is it?
Can I wrestle him?
Yeah, I'll see. He gets the pick. I'll let him pick.
But yeah.
Ooh, also, okay. Boy, let me get one more. It's one that you kind of don't know, but you co-own the place, and yeah. So as we all know, last summer there was a door.
I think I know what you're talking about. And that's what I was teasing at. That's what I was teasing at earlier.
No, but it gets even crazier. So at the time being, it was 2 companies that battled in the summer. But let's just say this summer, excluding Ring of Honor All In, that is trying to be big, We're gonna try to get one of the biggest pay-per-views ever, and there are gonna be crazy
How
moments.
about
We are gonna have a clash of 3 companies in the
absolutely?
summer.
If I heard correctly, shall we just lay it all on
Shall
the
we?
table now?
Let me
Shall we just lay
let me
all our
just-
cards?
just-
You know
let
what?
me just sit
I
right
think
next to you.
definitely, I think we should lay all the cards on the table, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we officially want to announce that the door will be opened again, because, ladies and gentlemen, it will not only be Ring of Honor, it will also not only be WRW, but it will also be FRW, ladies and
We are
gentlemen, the
getting
Forbidden
3
Door.
companies for Forbidden
No.
Door.
We
this summer.
opened once again, ladies and gentlemen. So anything is possible. Quite literally, if you never thought you'd see matches, I think this will be the opportunity you'll get to see that one door open again. So it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I think this year is going to be a big year for Rec Room Wrestling.
Rec
in a
Room
whole.
Wrestling. This is gonna be
It's
great.
going absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, yep, our interview here is over. If you guys stay to the end, you will know everything. I will throw this clip again into the beginning of me saying you should watch towards the end, because I don't think a lot of people are going to stick to the end, but this is going to give them an incentive in case they did. So, you know what?
Exactly.
You know what?
should-
You want
that's
to
your
give a
little
code
treat.
word? You want to give a code phrase, like a little phrase they could put if they made it to the end? I think that'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Here, if you come up to us and say Glizzy, then we will tell you.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. If you come up to us and say Glizzy, yep,
block you
that's how
instantly.
we'll know.
Okay,
Yeah,
no, we
Also,
gotta
then
do it
we'll
some-
block
okay.
you instantly. Nah, it's not.
Okay,
How
if you
about-
come up to us and just say pure wrestling, just that, don't even put it in the sentence. If you just come up to us and say like pure wrestling, then I'll personally tell you all my plans for Ring of Honor.
I
That's your
personally will
pitch.
give you a cookie. That's literally all I'll do.
That's a
I
shitty
will
gift,
give
but
you-
okay.
Hey, okay, fine. I'll give you.
Pure
I'll give
wrestling.
you sushi, bro. Sushi's expensive, bro. Sushi's expensive in this game.
It doesn't count for
sushi's
everybody in
pretty
here, though.
decent.
They kind of
Doesn't-
hurt
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Except for him.
Whoever's in this
Except for
room,
Mike.
whoever's in this room, you already know that you don't need to ask. But if you're not here, gives you an incentive. But yeah, anyways, thank you, Mr. Ruby, again for stopping
Thank
by,
you. This is very
taking
fun.
the opportunity. Absolutely, it was great to have you. I think another thing that I will announce, I will be working on a, hopefully trying, I'm going to try on my own, but if I need help, I definitely will ask. I will try to work in a studio room where I will be doing from interviews from now on to do in a permanent studio room. Definitely I'm going to try to
Sweet.
do that instead of going to different venues, which is fun though. I will say that for specific people, I will bring you all to different venues. I wanted to bring Ruby here because I thought, you know, he's more of a club person. You know, he's outgoing.
Very
He's more, you know, very fancy as well. Especially with the, you know, the fits that he has. He's very bougie. Very bougie, I will say that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for
little
watching. If
conflict.
you guys did enjoy, please leave a like the video. Watch to the very end. I don't know how long this video will be, but probably more than 2 hours. More than anything, which is fun. Something you can put on the background while you're at school working on stuff, and or absolutely just trying to fall
Biggest
asleep and
suggestion,
shit.
putting it in your headphones at school. If you're really interested in me and Saki's stories, honestly, it will help you through the day. Honestly, it's very interesting listening to people.
I definitely,
Listening to people. It's very interesting listening to people.
honestly. Also, another thing that I do want to say, yeah, you can also watch this. If you don't want to hear it, you can also watch it. Actually, I might do that. Might do one where it's the full video and another one where it's just audio. Maybe I might
Oh,
start
yeah,
doing
you
that.
should definitely do that. You should definitely do that.
Would be kind of interesting. But another thing that I do want to do, please go check out his YouTube. He has amazing
Yes,
videos. Again, he's also
please.
working on a documentary of himself.
I
remember
am.
you
It is
said that
still
you're
in the
also-
works. Yeah, I'm definitely
Yeah.
going to use audio from this. So, yeah, I will
Absolutely.
try to credit it. There's definitely going to be some audio I want to use for this.
Expect me to be on there also asking him questions. I definitely do
lots
want to
of
sit
people.
down and ask him more questions.
And then
again.
also, I did reach 250 subscribers. I'm at 255 now.
hey,
So I'm doing a competition tournament, and the winner will get they'll get $20 cash out. So if you're interested in that, then subscribe. And I have a Discord server that will hopefully be in his link.
If
down in the
not, if I can't put it in the description, I will definitely put it on screen. I'll put it on screen so you can also check it out right there.
Definitely.
It's not that difficult
so if
to
you're
go
interested
on.
in that,
Yeah.
yeah, check it out. Yeah, I don't know
Absolutely.
the competition yet. It might be a video game tournament. It might be a try not to laugh or a Discord's Got Talent. So yeah, that's all I got to
definitely.
say for my channel.
I also another thing that I do want to mention, I possibly could see, I do want to ask Mr. Ruby behind the scenes, maybe do a little collab video with him, maybe do sit down and
Yeah,
actually
that's
do
great.
some stuff together. It'd be kind of fun. Probably get to maybe even do another big prize tournament, me and him.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
start, that'd be actually pretty cool, pretty interesting. Maybe do some stuff outside of Rec Room. Maybe you know, step out into different games. You know, do something different.
Yeah, yeah,
once in a while.
fuck some of you viewers. Some of you viewers are pieces of shit. When all y'all expect us to do is release Rec Room content, okay? Try
Yeah,
to fucking make a
sadly,
living off of Rec Room.
sadly, Rec Room won't do a lot of stuff, but I definitely do want to step out into different genres of games, especially another game that I'm thinking about, Helldivers. I might be thinking about picking up Helldivers sooner or later. So Helldivers
I'm trying to
might
do
be
a Mortal
new...
Kombat tournament, so that might be the
Ooh.
tournament. Because come on, that's a good fighting game.
Dude,
And that could
Mortal
get
Kombat?
that could get really competitive.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you guys again for watching. Again, if you guys liked it, go ahead, leave some comments down below and leave some more questions. Maybe we might bring Ruby back on for another time. Maybe actually do it this time. Maybe live stream it. Who knows? Maybe we might bring Ruby, Inko, maybe some staff from ROH. Maybe just do a whole interview where it's just ROH. Purely just ROH people.
Give it like 3, 4 episodes, 5 episodes. I might be back. Hopefully, I hope.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. You guys did enjoy. We'll see you all later. Without further ado, here, take a sip of this. Trust.
Looks like piss.
Oh no, it's good. Night night, little nigga.
Oh no!
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Manslaughter is a crime.
Oh shit! Subscribe to the OneSkyIAm.